They didn't know the victim, but they do know who RemyMa is, and they're telling us that they hope her celebrity doesn't play into this case. Tonight, we are learning that that victim was allegedly killed by RemyMa's son, Jason Jace Scott. So here's what...
It's P Kiwi, keep it real. You know I always try to keep it real. So today we got RemyMa son going to jail for murder, supposedly for killing Nicki Minaj's cousin. This is a wild one. Y'all gonna definitely want to see this. Let's get straight into it.
And I'm Natasha Verma. 23-year-old Jason Scott has been arrested in connection to a murder in Queens that dates back to 2021. Investigators are looking into the possibility that it was a murder for hire.
All right, Fox 5's Teresa Priolo joins us live from Astoria where the victim lived. Teresa, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Steve and Natasha, residents I spoke to here, they didn't know the victim, but they do know who RemyMa is, and they're telling us that they hope her celebrity doesn't play into this case. Tonight, we are learning that that victim was allegedly killed by RemyMa's son, Jason Jace Scott. So here's what we know at this hour. 23-year-old Scott was arrested today on first-degree murder and weapons charges. It's unclear if he pulled the trigger or if he hired the hit that took the life of Darius Gilbo, who lived here at the Ravenswood houses in Astoria. The crime occurred nearby in broad daylight back in 2021. Gilbo took hits to the head and to the chest. Gilbo had an extensive criminal history. 8 months before he was killed, to tell you that a second man, a man by the name of Richard Swigert, was also arrested and charged with murder and weapons charges. Steve and Natasha, it's unclear what led to this, if there was any relationship between these guys before this murder happened. We can tell you that we are expecting Scott to be arraigned early next week.
So as we know, Nicki Minaj and RemyMa been beefing for a long time. It goes way back. In that record where she says no frauds, it gets a little bit spicy. Let's check the record out. So in this record, she says, try to drop another one. You was itching to scrap. You was supposed to expose your ghostwriter. Now you wish it was scrapped. Heard you pussy on your yuck. I guess you need pap. What type of bum shoot a friend over a rack? What type of mother leave her son over a stack? Little boogie down basic bitch, thinking she back to back. You mean you back to whack? Back to back. Me and Dissy laughed at that. They say numbers don't matter when they dissing. Discussing, I mean. So right here, this is like a little bit of the feud between Nicki Minaj and RemyMa going back and forth. Like, there was discussions that RemyMa left her son back in the day for $1,000. She shot somebody and went to jail and basically left her son to fend for herself, even though Papoose was there. Here's just a little bit of what she said about that. Let's run the clip.
Saying, oh, Remy's gonna go back to jail, like with the stupid dumbass story with the girl.
Oh, you know about that.
He called me going crazy. Like, I will go crazy on he has a bad temper. I will go crazy on anybody. They're not gonna take you away from my sister like they did to me. Like, he was like he has anger issues, and it's hard. It's hard. And then even when I got into the beef with old girl and she was saying, you know, whatever, who leaves their kid over money? Like, first of all, like, I was okay because I'm like, I know what the situation is. But he's a kid, so if he goes to school and he gets into an argument with somebody, like, it's times where he came home from school like, what happened? Oh, somebody said this, and that to me, and I whooped it. I'm like, yo, when I catch this, I had to really, like, you know, baby, that, like, you know what our situation is, you know? But kids, it's so hard when you're dealing with children because you don't, it's a whole nother person. And then he has a lot of me in him.
Remy. So right there, she talks about her son, the struggles that they had when he was in jail. She talked about his anger, how he's like a real angry kid. You know, he's kind of violent. And she says herself, he has a lot of me in him. And I'm pretty sure her being in jail, she let a lot of stuff slide. She let him get away with murder. I mean, she was away for so long. So she probably let him do a lot of stuff he wasn't supposed to and kind of let it slide. But here's where the story get interesting. So there's a streamer by the name of Big Ak or Big AK, and he's kind of a close person to all this stuff that's going on. He had a lot of stuff to say, and I don't know if it's true or not, but he's a reliable source, and they're saying this is true. Let's see what he had to say.
D-Block, the OG drug kingpin that was killed by RemyMa's son and another one of his affiliates in the murder for hire, is blood cousins to Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, man. Now, Nicki ain't making the rumors and speculation, which this is not rumor, this is New York law, but I'm a blogger, you know, this is street rumors. She didn't make it no better because she decided to go on Twitter and say, call Webb. No, she said that on Instagram, call Webb. Webb is Queen's Flip's cousin. Webb is a big guy who can probably, you feel me? And she said, who up? Now, with people not understanding about what Nicki said, who up, and I feel like this was absolutely stupid, is she said this at 9:30 at night, Easter time. What do you mean, who up? So people in the comment section like, what type of question is that, Nicki? Of course we're up. We're wide awake and all that. And I'm like, Twitter's so lost because I don't think she quite meant who up. As in, who up? Not sleep, but who up, if you know what I mean.
After hearing all this stuff and putting all the pieces together, what do you guys think? I don't know. Did RemyMa really have her son kill Nicki Minaj's cousin, Nicki Minaj's husband's cousin? I mean, this is a wild entanglement. They have been beefing for years. It's a known long history. I mean, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, man, for real. Keep it real. I always try to keep it real. I gotta know. Let me know.